I'm Ryan.
I'm Leifur.
And we play in a band called Leifur.
Thanks for taking the time to come out and speak to us. You guys have been busy. I mean, crazy busy. Do you know, like, roughly how many shows you may have played this year? Like,
We were talking about that. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the girls. We were rehearsing with Amina for the show tomorrow, and they were wondering how many shows, and
I think it was something like maybe 80 shows outside of Iceland or something this year.
it had to have been more.
More?
I'm gonna say more.
More than 80.
I'm gonna say 100. But maybe it's not 100.
Um,
Like including like Eurosonic and all that stuff, and
oh yeah, that's right.
actually from the Auskir tour of last year in October, it's definitely over 100 because that was a month.
That's
In
gonna be
November,
like,
we were gone.
the Oscar tour we did was like 12 months ago.
Yeah,
So that's
that's
like,
a year.
that's a year. So yeah, over 100 for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
so you mentioned going on tour with Auskir. Who else have you been on tour with? Like, Hosier, is that?
We did Auskir in October, we did Hosier in April,
April, May,
did with Active Child,
June, July.
and then the other ones in between were just our. Every time we've done the States, we've supported somebody. Yeah, every time we've done the States, we've supported somebody. Every time we've played outside of Iceland and Europe, we've done it on our own. Yeah, so.
It's incredible. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
And do you have any, like, funny tour stories? The ones that are, you know, PG
Like
enough to
appropriate,
talk
yeah,
about?
yeah. Do we have? I mean, I have some crazy stories, but they're kind of long.
Yeah, and they kind of they should stay on the road.
But yeah, no, but there's a few of them like there's a few of them that just even involve me, but they're just like long stories,
Yeah.
like really long.
Like missing flights, you know, all that kind of. Oh, have you got your stuff together?
We did miss a flight.
Missed flight. We've had our gear not turn up at the airport.
Yeah, that happened to us.
In Amsterdam.
And then we had to play a festival that evening, and the gear didn't come until the following day.
So what did you do?
We just had to like scramble.
We
try to
borrowed gear from the other bands at the festival.
It kind of worked, but
But did you? What about like playback stuff, or did you have that on you?
he had his laptop
Oh,
and all
wow.
that stuff.
Yeah, I have the tracks on my laptop, so.
Yeah, so we had that. That would have been. I was just gonna do it. We were gonna just turn it into an acoustic set, but they
Yeah.
put us on like one of the bigger stages there, so they were expecting like a full. Otherwise, we could have just played out in the lobby or something, you know. But then, yeah, so we worked it out, and Frickie was there, so he helped. You know, he was doing some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Now, Ryan, obviously you're not from Iceland,
No.
but you are an Icelandic band.
Yeah.
You're one of you know.
It
you're
depends.
Ice-
It depends. If we're playing here, we're an Icelandic U.S. band. If we're playing in Europe, we're generally a Icelandic band. If anybody, but like the girls when we did the video in Sweden, because they were Icelandic, they put us as Icelandic US.
Oh, right, okay.
It's just because here, maybe it plays up for like the festival here. They don't put us as like East, like they put us as /US.
Slashies are good. Everyone
Yeah.
wants to be a slashy.
Yeah, yeah.
But like in terms of your experience with, you know, the US music industry, or not as an industry, but the US, working in the US or working in Iceland,
Yeah.
like, why do you want to work in Iceland?
Well, that just kind of happened because I moved here, and then I decided to write a record, and then that's just how it went. And like with this project, there wasn't really any expectations or anything. I just wrote a record because I felt like writing songs, and then all of a sudden, then I had a record, and then I was like, well, I want to perform, and then somebody quit the band when it was just more of an acoustic kind of thing, and then that's when I like had an opening, and I said, well, why don't I add drums now? Then I made another record, and now it's this, but it's never been. There isn't like a goal or someplace that I want to get. Like where I felt that was more when I was younger in the States. I had this, you know, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, this, you know, getting signed, getting on this label, doing this, making like some money, because if you make money, then you can do it for a living. We're here, it's kind of not really, it's just we had a tour because we made a record, and the label wanted us to tour, and then touring was really fun. So yeah, it's like, it's not just like a hobby, I guess, kind of like a really nice hobby.
We really don't have time to do anything else.
No, so it's great because I get to like spend all my time on my hobby.
Nice.
Yeah.
So are you going to have a break now? Like, are you going to just like rest up, write a record, or like, what's your plan?
Make another record.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I thought this was gonna be the last show, but then we just heard that we have one last show in France at the end of this month. So that's the last show, and then I'll be outside of Iceland till almost February. And yeah, we're just gonna be working, and yeah, it shouldn't be long. We've got like quite a few ideas, and kind of approaching this album a lot differently than the other ones. I always approach the other ones with kind of sitting around the house on an acoustic guitar, and this one's kind of more based on feel, I think. So first approaching it with how we want it to feel, and then trying to play it. So
Yeah, sounds great.
yeah, it should be nice.
Right, final question.
Yeah.
Because it's airwaves and everything.
Yeah.
Do you have any top tips on like people should go and check out? Like, what are your who are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm really looking forward to seeing Father John Misty.
Yeah.
For fun are always fun,
Yeah.
and you know, solo.
Yeah. I didn't know somebody was saying that. I can't call him out, but I don't even remember who said it. But like this year, that like the lineup was like. Yeah. But yeah, Father John Misty. I've never seen Beach House play live. There was somebody
Really
else.
good.
Oh, Perfume Genius is playing this year. I heard too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I want to see him. There was somebody else that I didn't. It was this Norwegian girl.
Aurora.
Yeah.
Aurora, there's
she-
Lapsley as well. Is
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
Aurora. I don't know.
Yeah, she played right before us in Krakow, and I watched some of it, but I heard. Yeah, I'll just check it out.
I want to see that. We saw Hot Chick the other day
Yeah.
in Holland.
Oh yeah, they're playing.
That was fun.
But I'm not going to go out to the Overflow Hall.
No, but they were fun. They were. Where was it? No, Lowlands
Lowlands.
Festival in Holland.
Cool. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for your time. It's really nice of you to come in on your busy schedule
Yeah, thank you.
and have a fantastic festival.
Yeah, thank you.
You
You
too.
too.